This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Pursue Fitness, and I'm delighted to be joined by Liam Beefy Smith. Liam, how you keeping?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You? Good.
I'm all good, thank you. Obviously, it's good to hear you're doing well. I've come down today, catch up with everybody, or caught up, I should say, with everybody except for yourself and Joe as of yet. How's things ticking over in camp?
Good. We're sparring today. Aiming towards, I think I'm fighting August 24th in Mexico. It's on a matchroom show, so. We had a good day sparring today, 8 rounds sparring, a couple of bags, pads, shadow skip, the usual. So we're in a good place at the minute.
You just mentioned August 24th. I remember hearing rumours that you might be on the Loma undercard against Luke Campbell at the end of August on 31st. How come you've decided to possibly bring it forwards a week?
Just a decision what matchroom and matchroom offered. I was meant to fight Sergio Garcia. That thing that was close to being done. When I say I was meant to fight him, it was close to being done. He's decided to fight somebody else. So Matchroom have decided that they want to put me on a week before in Mexico. So that's where we're at, and Mexico's fine by me.
So what was it with that Sergio Garcia fight? I remember hearing a lot of rumours about he seemed to be close at one point to being announced. So how come he's decided to take on a different opponent?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think what I know of, he's fighting Cedric V2. I think V2's team won the purse bids. Whether it's a good offer to him, I don't know. But I think he's going ahead with the V2 fight and his mandatory challenger.
Is that still a fight that maybe you'd like to have at some point, or?
Yeah, maybe, because maybe it's a fight that makes sense next. After this one, if I can't get bigger names, all being said to come through Mexico, I want kind of a decent name next. And the Jessie Vargas fight is a massive fight that I'd love. Obviously, I've seen his fight fall through now with Munguia. That's a fight I'd love at the end of the year.
We will come on to that then. But who are you looking at for Mexico?
I'm not sure. I've had a few names. A few alright names, like decent enough kids who've boxed Charlo and stuff. But one yet to finalise. Once they finalise one, I'll know more and I'll have something to go ahead with. But as of yet, I'm just training towards that.
How hard is it to prepare for a fight, knowing, especially it's only a few weeks away now, knowing that you haven't got an opponent to actually work towards with regards to how to work yourself stylistically for that challenge? Yeah,
maybe that's a case of all boxers, but I'd like one for that reason. But I'm experienced enough to adapt now, and as long as I get fit and get me weight what it's meant to be, then the opponent can come in and. I'll adjust to it. I've had 30 fights. I'm 31 years of age. I'm a former world champion. I think I can adjust to fighters.
You've obviously coming in on the back of that victory over Sam Eggington. You've had time to reflect on that fight. What are your thoughts on your performance?
Good. As good as expected, really. I was out the ring since July 2018. Sam's a tough kid. I sparred Sam yesterday, funny enough. Sam's a good kid. He'll always bring a good fight, but I kind of just showed in boxing and in the terms of where we're at, I'm a little bit ahead of Sam. So I think I just proved that you don't lose that overnight. And as much as I was out the ring since July, I still proved I was a little bit of a better fighter. And I proved now with momentum I still can be a good fighter. So hopefully that can continue at Matchroom.
You've constantly spoken about your ambition to try and fight for another world title once more in your career and become a two-time world champion. How are you finding it with regards to trying to manoeuvre into that position since you've signed with Matchroom?
Yeah, it's always hard for any fighter to manoeuvre himself in a place to fight for a world title, but I feel now I've only had one fight. People are jumping the gun. I've had one fight with Matchroom, you know what I mean? Obviously I want one more, and then I want a decent fight that is going to put me in a position to fight for a world title, or maybe a world title, you know what I mean? See if you can move me into a shot for the voluntary. But, the next fight, like I say, after this Mexico bill, I want Sergio Garcia, Jessie Vargas, any of them names. And I think they can be made as well, especially the Vargas fight with him falling through on the Munguia thing.
You mentioned Jessie Vargas then. What have you spoken to Eddie about that?
No, I had a brief conversation with him last week. He said he'd love that fight. He likes all appealings of that fight, and I do think why wouldn't you like that fight? Jessie Vargas is a former 2-weight world champion, always brings a good fight. Obviously, I think from my point of view, I think I always bring a good fight, and I do think it's a good fight a fringe world level fight. So I think it makes sense. But with Matsumi, he's not getting his world title fight with Jaime Munguia, so why not fight me while he waits?
And what are your thoughts on the world scene then at light middleweight or super welterweight, I should say? The title seems to be changing hands quite a bit at the minute. So what are your thoughts with the world champions?
Yeah, all the titles have changed over now, but each title has changed over. They're having a rematch. Jaime Munguia is the other champion, the WBO champion, and you've got Michel Soro, just won the WBA regular, another good fighter. So it's good, but it's changing over and it's giving everyone a chance to think, oof, I can slip in here. You know what I mean? It's not like the dominant forces like the Charlo and the Herd who are dominating. They've the wheels have come off them, and people can look at it now and think, why can't I slip in now?
Just get your thoughts as well on your brother Callum Smith, back in camp as well, looking towards a date in Liverpool. How's he been looking in camp?
He's been looking good getting back in. Obviously he's not fit yet, as he shouldn't be, but he's looking good. He's done 8 rounds today, and he's getting better and better. Said for ages, it's good to see Callum coming into fruition of what we've said for years, because I think people have laughed at us. He's been called a hype train in the past. Remember, people in big fights he's had through the years, the Rocky Fielding fight, the Muhammadi fight, then obviously the Rabras, Skoglunds, even Groves, he got called, they all called the hype train's going to get stopped, and he's delivering. And even then people who called him that, now I've got to go back on the word and admit he's a top fighter, mate, and at 168 I can't see no one beating him.
Callum's obviously looking towards unification fights or big names. One name is Billy Joe Saunders, who was offered a bout, and Callum never took it, and now Billy Joe Saunders has since left Frank Warren. What are your thoughts with regards to that fight, if it was to be made, and if Billy Joe was to sign with Matchroom? A lot of rumours are that he may well do.
Yeah. But there's a lot of ways to look at this, and it's no disrespect to you, but kind of people get the words mixed up. You just said yourself, Callum got offered that fight and knocked it back. Callum got offered an offer and knocked that offer back because the offer was not good enough. Simple. Different fighters. If I offered Joshua a 7-figure payday, what Callum got offered, would Joshua fight? If I offered Joshua the money, what Frank offered Callum to fight, David Price, would Anthony Joshua say yeah because I said it was a 7-figure contract, because it was a 7-figure number? £9 million, 7 figures. £1 million, 7 figures. Frank was clever in his words, and obviously I like Frank, but Frank was clever in his words, saying I offered him a 7-figure payday rather than us saying the number he offered him. And then from Callum's point of view, that's a unification fight. That's a massive fight, you're saying, isn't it? The whole of the British public would say that's a massive fight. Why would Callum fight Billy Joe Saunders in a massive fight? Both are beating fighters in a unification fight for the same money he's getting for Hassan Nadam and voluntary defences. So that's what I'm saying. That the numbers just didn't add up. They were way off. And all in fairness, Frank tried to get the ball rolling, but it wasn't a good enough offer for them at that level. Callum's Ring Magazine champion. Offer me that money, I'll bite your hand off. But there's a different scale here. But Billy Joe signing him at Matchroom. Probably a good move for Billy. I don't know, in the sense, it's mad to see what Eddie's situation is, because I think Eddie's had the conversation with Callum and was against the Billy Joe offer, what Frank offered, but then Eddie signed him now. So if Eddie signs him, is he going to try and offer Callum that fight? I don't know, but it's interesting to see. From Billy Joe's point of view, Billy Joe could think he's got Callum Smith and he's got to meet Andrade, so it's a good move for Billy.
Callum's mentioned, prior to when he fought George Groves, he wanted the world title fight, he never materialised, and now he just can't seem to get the unification bouts. How frustrating has it been for him to kind of not have the fights that he's wanted, even since he's won his world title?
People will look at that and say, we've been offered the unification fight, but it's still not going to sell himself short. He's worked his whole life to get in this position he's in now. Now it's down to him to make the most of what he's got, and he's still not going to sell himself short just because he wants a unification fight. He regardless what anyone says, he's number one in that division. And I'm sure if you do a poll now, people will pick Callum Smith. Billy Joe's a good fighter, but I've said since day one, he doesn't beat Callum Smith, not at 168, no way in the world.
Another name that has cropped up is Canelo, somebody who you fought previously. He's been linked with a fight with Callum. How do you think of a bout between Callum and Canelo would play out?
Obviously, I think Canelo's a top fighter, but again, I think he's a top middleweight. I think he's the best middleweight by far, but super middleweight, he's a top super middleweight, the same way Callum's a top super middleweight. I think people have got a chance with him at 168, and I said before, if anyone's going to beat him, I think Callum's got the best chance of beating him.
And a fight which is just a matter of a couple of weeks away now. Anthony Yarde goes out to Russia to face Sergey Kovalev. What are your thoughts on that one?
Massively interested in it because I'm interested to see what Yarde he's got. I'm still unsold, unanswered. On Yarde, he's being manoeuvred well, but now he's got a fight. He's got clever, which is why Canelo's going for Kovalev. They know Kovalev's on his way out, and if there's a chance to get Kovalev, it's now. But off the eye, Yarde looks a good fighter, but I think we will see him hit back by a big puncher in Kovalev, and you're going to see whether Yarde can fight.
How do you see that fight playing out?
It's hard to pick against Kovalev because Yarde, it is a big jump, as in from what if that kid last time, that American, they were saying it's the best kid, and Yarde's fought, then this is a big jump. He was poor. Kovalev, even at this stage in his career, is still a very good fighter. So, I'd like to see Yarde do it. As much as you can laugh and say the shit they've spoken, and yeah, Tundi, but I think Tundi's just at the bollocks, just winding people up. I think he knows what he's doing. But he's getting the most out of his fighter, I believe. Anthony Yarde's getting very good money for this fight. So whatever they've done has worked. Regardless, win or lose, they're getting life-changing money. So fair play to them.
And what are your thoughts on Tundi? He seems to be a bit of a Marmite character. You either love him or you hate him.
Yeah, no, I hate him's going to be a bit strong. I've got nothing against the man. What I've seen, every time I've seen him, he's a nice fella. When I've seen interviews, I've thought, wow, you're on a bend, you are just, what are you talking about? But, like I said before, I 100% believe there's nothing to it. I think he's just winding everyone up, just getting people talking about Anthony Yarde, and he's doing, because even if you're talking about it good, or you're saying, what the fuck are they on about? You're talking about Anthony Yarde and Tundi, so they're getting the name relevant, and, people have them jobs in boxing, and I think he's doing a good job of it.
And finally, rumours surfaced today that Anthony Joshua's rematch with Andi Ruiz-Joshua may take place in Saudi Arabia. If that was to be the case, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a mad one, it's crazy, but if they're offering the most money, and money talks really. I've seen it with Callum and Groves. I've seen the event he made. It was a top event, but Anthony Joshua is a different scale of fish, and he'll make that an event in itself, I think, with them two, and it'll be mad to see, but if it's there, it's there.
Well, Liam Smith, I know you're going to be eager to shoot off now, so I was going to say, you're roasting in here. Liam, as always, it's been a pleasure, so thanks for speaking to myself and Boxing Social.
Nice one, thank you.